Hi Alpha. You can reshare. Alpha.
Okay, let me share.
Yeah, you can reshare.
Okay, I was explaining the factors, the fundamentals supporting the bullish. We have the brocade, the US brocade, and also currently from the Forex factory. We have this. We have seen a tweet from Trump saying Iran are asking for compensation for the damages, and I'm likewise demanding compensation from Iran. This means there is a potential of more escalation. There is not, the US and Iran have not yet agreed. So we are yet to see fluctuations of US, that is bullish fluctuations. So on these ones, we are bullish. Then we have to wait to see how price action will react on this zone. We might see this, then a break above. We wait for retest with a candle close on both daily and the 4 hour. Then we target this supply. If that doesn't happen, we might see by then, maybe by the course of the week, they might have an agreement. Then we might see this a retest of this, then reaction on the lowest on the below the supply zone. Then we wait for a retest. Then we target this demand zone. So we have to see how price action will react on this zone. Then on UK, well, on this one I was bearish. That was before the news today. Then we have seen a break above. That's on the 4 hour time frame. Then I'll come to the daily time frame. I'll wait for this candle to cross. If there is a candle cross above this zone, then I will just wait for retest of this zone. Retest of this zone, then I'll target this supply. But the midst of that, I have a mini zone somewhere here where price action previously reacted. So on this part, if I was to add more, if the bias will be bullish, currently the bias is bullish. So if we see a candle close on the daily time frame above this zone, and the price action continues on the to move to this supply zone, on this part, I can decide to add more buys. That is, I'll wait for price action to cross above this, then set my limit here, then target this. So on this one, we have to wait to see how price action will react to this. By tomorrow, I think we'll have a confirmation. This candle will have closed. Then we'll decide tomorrow if we will do this. Have that stop loss below this, then my major target is there. That's a target of 1:4. But first of all, trade management. For those who day trade, maybe you can target this size. Then wait for break above, then take another buy. But for those who swing, you can take buys here after confirmation. Then when price action reaches this point, take some partials, breaks above, add into the positions, add more positions. So my bias on this one, I'm still bullish because the fundamentals and technical support the bullish bias. Then we go to UK 100. This is the FTSE. Last time I was sharing this, I think it was last week. I had a sell bias on UK 100. I said we were expecting to see if the price action will cross above, then we wait for a retest, a continuation higher. But price action did not cross above. We saw a retest of this, deeper retest of this supply zone. Here. On reversals, we see a deeper retest that point, then a high momentum reaction of the zone, below the zone. Then my bias was to sell. We saw a retest of this zone. So currently, I'm still bearish on this one, but my short-term target, it's here. Since we have weak DXY, okay, according to the research I've done, majority of investments of UK 100 are done in US dollars. So the weak DXY might change the bearish bias. So my short-term sales will have to be this short-term demand zone. Yeah. So my target is here. My take profit will be here. Then I will wait to see if I will see this. If I see a candle cross below this zone, then a retest. I will be targeting this supply. But current short-term sales, but if that doesn't play out, then I'll be expecting to break above this supply. It changes to demand zone, then a retest of this, then a continuation higher. So on this one, short-term sales on K100. On Euro GBP, we have this. Then we have to come on the daily time frame. Okay, currently, this is from last week, I think. Price action has not retested this zone yet. So we are seeing price action coming to retest this zone. An example of this, it's here. We saw a break below, a retest, break below, retest of this. Price action came almost and missed this demand. Then it traced all the way to this supply, then a high momentum to this demand. I expect the same here. Since it has failed to test this supply, now I expect to see this price action to come all the way to this demand. Then I will be bullish, targeting this supply. This is on the daily time frame, the 4-hour time frame. My bias, currently we are bearish. So on those who trade short term, the traders, I think we can maybe, let's see, we can have this, but this, okay. Can have that. Now we may start with this. We have seen a break below this point. Let's see on the 4-hour time frame. There is a confirmation. Yeah, this is a risky trade for those who will take it. My main trade would be buying, waiting for price action to test this demand, then buy to this supply. But for those who day trade, you can have your sell limit somewhere here. The stop loss somewhere there. Then vector risk to reward ratio of 1:2, somewhere there. But this is a very risky trade. I would not encourage anyone to take this zone. but it's one way of looking at the market. So this is my target. Then I will turn bullish here. Again, we have to wait for confirmation on this zone. If we see this, a retest of this point here, a break above with candle cross above this zone on both daily and 4 hour, then we can wait for a retest, then continuation. Because if we don't wait for a confirmation on this point, we can see this price action can also do this. Break below, retest this point, then a continuation on the lower side. So on this point, on this demand zone, wait for confirmation. See if the price action will react aggressively off the demand zone with a candle cross above the zone, a retest of this, then you take your buys. Once you see a candle cross above this zone, set limit, stop loss, then take profit. Like this. Stop loss below that, take profit up there. Yeah, like that. So let's wait and see how price action will play out on this. To support this Euro GBP, we can come here. We have GBP, Euro. GBP currently is stronger than Euro. So wait for sales up to this point. Then when price action is at this point, you can still come back here, see if the strength has shifted. If you see Euro stronger than GBP, then take buys, targeting the supply. That's my bias on Euro GBP. Okay, what else can I look at? Let me look at one minor pair. Yeah, let me look at it. This is EURUSD. On the daily time frame, we have this. Price action has played out from this to this. So currently, then we saw from here, break above, retest, then a continuation to this supply zone. Then price action reacted from this supply. Now we are currently in this demand. Let's wait and see how price action will play out in this point. This is on the daily time frame. If we see this, a candle close above on the daily time frame, then we will wait for a retest, then target this demand zone. If we don't see a candle close below, we might see a reaction here, like this. Then a retest, we buy from this demand to this supply. Then let's go to the 4-hour time frame. Okay. Oh yeah. Okay. This is one of the conferences I used to confirm change of bias. We have this high. Sorry. We have this. You can draw a line here. Let's delete this and that. So let's see how price action plays out at this point. If you see this, a break above this high, this short-term high, then the moment price action breaks this high, you can come here, put your buy limit here, stop loss, take profit somewhere there. This will be, if I was to create a call out here, I'd call this a major demand zone. Then if we see a break above this point, I'll say daily, I'll call it daily and 4-hour candle cross above the zone. Then to add to that, we have bullish change of character. That is, once we see a break above this. Then the type of setup I'll be taking will be a break above, retest, then continuation. That's continuation setup. That is if this demand will hold. If it will not hold, this will be a break up below setup. A retest. Once this has been broken, this demand has been broken, it will change to supply. So it will be a major supply zone, a break below. That is on, we have to have daily and 4-hour candle close below the zone. Then what type of setup? It will be a break below the supply, then a retest, then a continuation setup. So that's my bias. So let's wait and see how this plays out. We have those two scenarios, but that's how I analyze my market and take my buys or sells. So if anyone has a question for me before stop sharing, kindly can ask. Guys, any question?
Anyone with a question? Anyone with a question for Alpha? Before we get to proceed. Or anyone with a pair that you like Alpha to do before I get to proceed?
Okay, give back mic to
Yeah, Alpha,
Jeffrey.
you can do EURUSD.
Sorry?
You can do EURUSD.
I'm not sure if I have those on this one. I don't. Okay, guys, let's draw zones on this one. Okay. I used to have them, but this was very long time ago. We are here. So on this, I'll come here, check this. That one, then take that to somewhere. Yeah, I think we have a zone somewhere. Let's do this. That. Then we have that somewhere. We can come back to 4-hour time frame. This. Okay. Then you can have from that one to somewhere. Yeah. Then I think we have a mini zone somewhere here. That from that I somewhere. Yeah. Yeah. Then we come to this one. This will have to come there. Somewhere there. Then check this. Okay, this is how I draw. I check from one point. Example from I check this point. We have a I somewhere here. Then we have somewhere this one is this point after price action reacted to this point and sold. Then we have this one. Price action reacted at this point and bought. Another one here. Price action reacted at that point and bought. Another one here. And another one somewhere here. So that confirms we have a zone somewhere here. So I'll just come here, take this, put it somewhere. Okay. Here. Then take that one to somewhere. Okay, we'll have it there. So that's how I draw my zones. I think we also have something here. So this one is a small minor demands. I'll take that one then. To that. So there we have that. Can take this. Okay, we come back in. And draw this. Identify the zones clearly. Yeah, that's better. We have that one. Some other. You can drop the one here. Then you can drop this one somewhere. So my bias on this one, we come to the daily time frame. Yeah. On this one, I'll wait to see how this one closes. If we see a 4-hour candle close below this one, somewhere here, then tomorrow I'll come at this supply zone, wait for retest, then target this demand. In the 4-hour time frame, I think we already have a candle close below. Yeah, we do. But let's wait for daily time frame to confirm. If we see a candle close below here, then we come to 4-hour time frame. Yeah. Okay, we can have this. We have this row, and we have this high. Is it this? Okay, yeah, let's say this. This high will be confirmed once we break this, but currently we have those two. So this is how I build my conference. If we see a candle close below this, a retest, then continuation row. Then if we are buying, we have to break this high as a conference, then wait for a retest, then take buys. So on this one, I'm bearish on EURUSD. So if I was to create a call out somewhere here, I'll call this a major supply zone. Then we have to wait for a daily and 4-hour candle close below the zone. Once this row has been broken, that will be a change of continuation, change of character. So a break below, retest, then a continuation. Is that, do you have the same bias, Rita? Or what's your bias on?
Yeah.
Okay.
My bias was I was looking for short on it.
Yeah. Then I also have the same bias.
Yeah.
So guys, that's how I draw my zones. That's how I create my conferences that's how I have several conferences. If I have more than 3, then I have more carried. to take the buy or the sell. So at that, up to that point, does anyone else have a question for me? One, two, done. Okay, Geoffrey, you can take back the mic. And thank you
Okay.
for having me.
You're welcome, and thank you as well, Alpha. Thank you for that. So then everyone is okay. Then if there's no question, there's something I want to touch on a bit on Notion. So I had mentioned that I'm going to touch let this screen open here. So I had mentioned I'm going to touch a bit on Notion. Right. I had mentioned I'm going to touch a bit on Notion right here. So this is Notion. The moment you open, let's say you've created a Notion account, then it brings you like a template like this. Okay. So click on this sidebar here. The moment you click on that, now it opens the different folders, or it opens the different folders that you have. This sidebar right here. Okay. When you click on this, it collapses. You click on these, you open. But now you need to have created, let's say, a workspace for yourself. Okay. So then remember this one, I'm mentioning about this because of, I'm mentioning about this because of journaling. Okay, so you're interested in journaling using Notion, so I'm going to share a bit of this. Then now, probably I'll share now more tutorials on, I'll probably share more tutorials about this here, about these on Discord. So this comes to this point here. So you have the homepage, you have chats with Notion AI. That is if you want to talk to Notion AI. So Notion also has an AI capability the same way you have ChatGPT and other different, let's say like Claude, for example. So if you click on Notion AI, for example, right here, so you get to see, you will see it get to appear here like that. Okay, then you can let's say, for example, either it creates slides for you, spreadsheets, whatever it is that you'd want, whatever it is that you'd want it to, whatever it is that you'd want it to create for you, it will be able to do that. So you just prompt it with a task. Okay, prompt it with a task. For example, make a trading plan. Make a trading. Let's say make a trading plan for make a trading uh, just a second. There's something wrong with this. Make a trading plan. Change auto model. Oh no. So let's say just give it a prompt, for example, do anything with AI. Let's say make a trading plan or make a trading journal or write me a 90-day target. Let's say mhm, mm, create a 90-day. No, how my keyboard is. Let's say create a 90-day traders uh create a 90-day traders schedule, for example. Mm, schedule. Then you mm, then the moment you type that, mm, gives you something like this, for example. Okay. Now that is the power of Notion, especially with its AI. Especially with its AI capabilities. So that is an example of when you probably need to use, that is when you probably need to use its AI. Okay, that is in case you probably need to use in case you need to use Notion. In case you need to use Notion AI. Okay, so it is very deep. It's very informative, this one. So it depends on how you want to prompt it. Depends on what you want to use it. Depends on also what you want to use it for. Okay, you can even actually ask it to guide you to create. You can actually even ask it to guide you to create a calendar. To let's say like create a calendar like now what you have here, for example. So you can see it goes all the way deep. So if I bring this back right here, uh, then you can see you have different team spaces. So to add that, to add the team spaces, or rather to add these kind of pages right here. Do you see? Come and click on recents, click on this, then it will show. No, I want something like this, for example. These docs here. Do you see this? Click on this plus sign. When you click on this plus sign, you are able to add a page inside. Okay, so you're able, let's say, to add a page or a new anything that you want to. You don't to add under that. So this is the where you come and click, you add a page. Then if you want to edit this, you want to copy to, let's say now if I want to share this, like the way now I had shared the trading plan before. For the trading plan, I had shared this Notion template for this. So we had, let me have, can see even as you maneuver through Notion, it completes whatever you had asked it, like that. So just right here on the right. Okay. Then you have that. So majorly when you're adding pages, you just click on the a plus sign up here. Okay. Then if you want to, let's say, new AI or let's say here you want to have your calendar, you can have your calendar connected to Notion. So like say like for example the way you have Zoom meetings like chats and chill and for the rest of the other webinars. So you can easily get to connect your meetings to this. So it will always prompt you or give you an alert that you have a meeting that you need to attend to. Okay. So then you get to see something like this, for example. So let me collapse this for a while. So this is whereby now you can have different workspaces for. Let's say, for example, you have your trading plan, you write it in one page. Then now you have your trading journal. So let's say, for example, I'm using these as an example. So this is the trading plan right here. You know that this is the way that I usually trade. This is what you usually look out for, like that. Okay, this is the trading plan here. Then when it comes to the journal, you have a different page for it. So here, now you have, when you are creating this, there's a list view here. There's a calendar view here. Then when you click on this add plus, you can, this plus sign here, you can see add a new view. So when you can click on this, you can either add a table, a board, gallery, feed, timeline, dashboard, chart, map, calendar, whatever it is. So you can either have a list the way it is like that, or a calendar view the way now. Calendar view is this right here. So our calendar view now will look like this. So you're able to just scroll like that. Okay, on calendar view, you're able to scroll like that. Then you're able to just change through these icons right here. You're able to use them to maneuver and change between from one point to another. Then here you can rename the chart. Then for example, if you want to share this, if I want to share now this calendar so that guys can be able to see, I just click on this share icon like that. Then I will copy the link. Then I'll let's say for example, if everyone who has my workspace or only the people that I've invited. So you're able to also limit access to whoever you are sharing these documents or whoever you're giving access to these kind of stuff. Okay, so for a trading journal, you can either have it as a list like this. So you write now when you're having it like a list, you now come editing here. You come editing these areas and now inputting your own parameters. Okay, you come in adding this, then you go inputting your own parameters. Then if you want it now in form of a calendar, you click on calendar here. Then it turns out like this. So you're able to see on this day you was trading GBP USD, my bias is bullish. Then either it was a loss or profit, like that. Okay. And you can use it to you can use this across different you can use this across different, let's say for example for different either accounts or different, you have either for different accounts or for different purposes apart from just trading alone. So you can have several workspaces for your different for different functionalities. Now here you can say, and anytime I was sharing my workspaces here, you can see I approved access. Okay, so you can easily get to approve access to the people that you're sending whatever it is that you're sending to whatever it is that you're sending to them. You get to approve it through these inbox right here. So you have this right here, but now this requires more practice. All right, to be able to learn how to do this, it requires more practice. So I'll make sure you have the recording for this. I'll post this on YouTube, but also I'll share some guiding videos as well. Now this one at least I'll be able to do that. I'll share some guiding videos for Notion. I will get to share that so that now you can now be able to follow it up and get to now learn closely more about it. For those of us who would like to adapt this method of journaling and also planning your work, you can easily get to use this. You can easily get to use this. You can easily get to use this kind of plan. Okay. Yeah, you can get to use this kind of plan. So, any question so far till that point? Any question so far till that point? All right, because I can see you have about 1 minute 45, you have about 1 minute 45 seconds, and I don't intend to extend this, don't intend to extend this a bit. So I think that is enough for today. So now it's a matter of being able to now wait to see how the setups unfold for the week. So thank you, Alpha, for the setups you've also shared with us. I guess all of us have had either a pair or two that you can now get to look out for a potential opportunity this week. Remember, when you're doing this, you're not looking at this so that you're able to take, you're not looking to take all, you're not looking to take all the setups. You're just looking for the best that fits you as a trader. Okay, so as much as we'll be talking about all these pairs and stuff like that, so you're only taking the setups that get to fit you as a trader. You're not trying to trade everything. All right. So with that, guys, if there is no other question, I'd like to end it at that. So let's have ourselves a very great evening. I'll share the recordings for these most probably tomorrow because I'm having them in the cloud. So most probably tomorrow I'll get to share this. So have yourselves a lovely evening and a great start of the week. I mean, today is Monday, so a great start of the week. Lovely evening ahead, and let's get to catch up tomorrow. Tomorrow during the live analysis session. So cheers, everyone. Have a great evening.
You too.
Thank you and cheers, Jeff.
All right, thank you.